They are working quietly behind the scene to send criminals behind bars. These police officers' job at the Forensics and DNA Databank Unit, or D13, is to conduct forensic analysis, which have helped solve the many crime cases in Malaysia since its inception 3 years ago. In an exclusive interview, Senior Assistant Commissioner Saiful Azly Kamaruddin shares his thoughts on some of the achievements and future plans of D13.
The tagline is from crime scene to court. I'm proud to say when we do some things involving science, involving forensics, we must have accreditation, right? So my officers in D13, they have been accredited since 7 March 2013. So what they do is being recognized and can be used in court. We send them for training. We really appreciate what a university in America, University of North Texas Health Science Center for DNA analysis. There they have 2 professors who are the person in DNA in the world. And they do offer us our people to go there and train, and most of the officers there have been there to train themselves. So I can say without doubt that my officers are world standard.
One of the instruments that have driven D13 to new heights in police investigation is the DNA analysis system. The personnel have made 10 significant hits or matches between the DNA profiles of criminals in the D13 database and the crime scene profiles.
So in court, we use that evidence. They can say they are not there because your DNA is there on the scene. So we have to investigate whether they are just on the scene, number 1. Number 2, are they the suspect or etc. And these 10 hits, it involve cases, rape, housebreaking and robbery. We are trying to upgrade the database for missing person. So that's the next step for them, apart from dead bodies or disaster.
He said DNA analysis is 99% more effective than other forms of evidence in determining whether a suspect is at the crime scene.
Right now, the criminals are at par with the technology in the world. They know. So we must be a step further than them. So this DNA analysis help us in zeroing to the perpetrator. So it's important.
There are 190,000 samples in the police database, but they are aiming to expand it.
So firstly, our aim is to double up. To double up that data bank. So if we want to double up, we must double up the manpower. How to go about to achieve that one? Instruments lah. These three main things lah, right? But we must understand all these concerns budget. So we work through the budget that the government has given us.
Moving forward, the D13 is on course to set up the first ever ASEAN Police Forensic Science Network, or APFSN. Under this initiative, D13 will lead law enforcement agencies from 10 ASEAN states to tackle borderless crimes, missing persons cases, and disaster victim identification.
This is something that the Ashanapol chief where they discussed on the 26th to 28th of July in Putrajaya, they have agreed among 10 of them that yes, we must form this APFSN. PDRM must be the chairperson to create this APFSN. We must steer the way. After creating it, what do we want the collaboration between these 10 countries on what we have in common. So we would propose, we have discussed, firstly on crime scene investigation. And we will come up with a maybe an SOP that can be used in these 10 countries because we are in the same mold. Number 2, we are going and we are proposing maybe in disaster victim identification, DVI. Because when we discuss that, we must bear in mind the legal requirements of each country is totally different.
Following its success in fighting domestic crime, D13, with its involvement in the APFSN, is set to take on a bigger role in combating crime at the regional level.